Well, let's talk about Brian Kovacker behind bars.
Behind bars. I've been trying to verify. I've been going back and forth with sources and with Department of Corrections. I got a statement from them, which I'm going to read to you in a second. But first, I want to show you this video. If you haven't already seen it, it basically looks like it's from a surveillance camera, and you can see what appears to be Brian Koberger in a cell, sort of standing there, looking up at something. Sort of looks around a little bit. You can see it looks like a mattress on the left side. He appears to be cleaning what I thought was a shoe. Then he puts the product, the little paper towel or whatever, up. Um, and it's a strange video. I mean, I had heard from other inmates who had been in cells with him before in the area that he was sort of, OCD and wanted everything clean. And you can tell he's going through some kind of process, kind of cleaning things and then looking up at something. But there's a lot that's unclear about the video. From when he was in the Latah County Jail, confirmed that it did not come from the Ada County Jail. So that only leaves the max security prison in Idaho where he is now. And I just received a statement from them, and I've been trying all day to go back and forth to see what they have to say about this. And this is the latest statement from them. We are aware of the videos circulating online and are investigating the matter. Again, this is Idaho Department of Corrections. We're aware of the videos circulating online and are investigating the matter. While we cannot yet confirm the veracity of the videos, if verified, they are a clear violation of IDOC policy, and the parties responsible will be held accountable up to and including termination. We caution that some videos may be fake or AI enhanced. On July 23rd and again on July 25th, IDOC leadership sent 2 emails to staff reminding them of our policies and expectations concerning professionalism and the appropriate use of technology and social media. Videotaping and publicly sharing security footage is prohibited conduct, and we will be reviewing all legal options, including criminal prosecution. The safety and security of our staff and incarcerated population remain our top priority. So they seem to be concerned about this. I have sources who I've been talking to since this morning who told me that they were aware of it, that they were investigating, and it's serious. I mean, in all my time covering crime, I cannot remember an instance where I have seen a video like this of someone incarcerated and someone of this high profile. I think I've seen pictures get leaked out, but never a full-on video like this. And what it looks like to me is perhaps someone who works at the prison was videoing one of the monitors, one of the security surveillance monitors, and took the video on their phone and maybe sent it out to someone, whatever, it ended up on social media, and now it's pretty much everywhere. So it's now to the point where the Idaho Department of Corrections is responding to the video. In terms of the behavior that you see Brian Koberger exhibiting in the video, that doesn't really surprise me, again, sort of the OCD tendencies, things that I've heard about him from other inmates. I want to read for you, I have my glasses here. So remember all the new police reports that I got? I did a video on them yesterday. I don't think anyone else has gotten them yet, but I basically got 600 pages of police reports from the Idaho State Police, everything that they had connected to the Brian Koberger investigation. And I did a whole video on it yesterday. There's still a lot to get to with the reports, but I went through them all yesterday and at least got the what I found to be the most interesting and important things I didn't know. But within the new reports, there was a police report about Brian Koberger being in the interview. For further detail, refer to the audio recording. After being advised of his Miranda rights, confirming he had not been ordered to talk with us, advised of the purpose of the interview and that the interview would be recorded, Blaine provided the following statement. He couldn't remember the exact date, but believed Koberger had been placed in their pod a few days after New Year's Day. After arriving in their pod, Koberger immediately sat down and watched the news about his arrest, watching multiple channels that were covering the story. Koberger said, "Wow, I'm on every channel." Koberger was very quiet and it was very awkward having him in the pod. Koberger was highly intelligent and analytical, always trying to figure out what we were doing, but didn't know common knowledge things, i.e. the difference between 2 muscle cars. Koberger's eyes were creepy, I guess, but other than that, he seemed like a pretty normal guy. He didn't talk to Kohberger very much, but when he did, their conversation was casual small talk, never about Kohberger's case. Kohberger would use 3 standard size bars of soap per week due to his hour-long showers. I've heard about that before, and excessive hand washing. And if you look in this video that's just come out, that is apparently him, you can see that his hands look really red. A lot of people have picked up on that. Kohberger's hands were red from the amount of hand washing. So there you go. He was housed with Kohberger for about 3 weeks in total before he was transferred. Kohberger told him his favorite movie was American Psycho with Christian Bale. At about 1:28 p.m., Detective Schwakey and I interviewed Blank regarding his interactions with Kohberger. What follows is not intended to be an exact transfer, but the interviews, and this appears to be a different inmate who they interviewed when he was in Moscow. He was housed with Kohberger from early January to February 15, 2023. Kohberger enjoyed watching the news about his case unless it began talking about his family or friends, at which point he changed the channel immediately. As time continued, Kohberger stopped watching the news related to his case almost completely. Kohberger analyzed everything. He wanted to know why people had preference on anything. He psychoanalyzes everything. That's what the inmate said. They talked about his case sometimes, but never Kohberger's case. Kohberger spent most of the time on the communication tablet talking with people, typically his Blank, who he told to retain an attorney after he had seen Blank on the news. Kohberger washed his hands excessively, using 3 bars of soap per week, which caused his hands to always be red. Kohberger showered every day and wanted new bedding and clothes every day. Kohberger was very smart, easy to get along with, but was hard to talk to because he talked over him due to Kohberger's vocabulary and topics of conversation. Kohberger also talked about his education a lot. Kohberger loved baseball, with the Yankees being his favorite team. Kohberger also liked to watch court TV and was very interested in the Murdoch trial. It's interesting. Once the interviews were complete, I transferred the audio recordings to a compact disc. So those are 2 people that detectives with Idaho State Police interviewed when Kohberger was in jail in Moscow, which I just thought was kind of interesting in connection to this new video that's come out. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Obviously there's going to be an investigation to see who took this video, if it is real video. To me, it appears to be real video. I mean, I see why they're saying AI, and people who I've talked to sort of behind the scenes seem to think that it's real video. So the investigation will begin to track it all down. I'll try to stay on top of it. Also, if you're interested in some of these jail components to Kohberger, check out my video from sources who had information about Kohberger's conversations when he was in jail in Moscow, which was pretty interesting. But and again, new video. All over things.